Hi, and welcome back to the SUP Safe series. It's been quite a while since we posted something on the channel, probably back in March of this year. So hope you've had a fantastic spring and summer, and obviously we're into autumn now. So I hope you've had some great paddling. We've run quite a few rescue sessions over the summer, and it meant that we probably just went back and we reviewed the safety checklist. So we've updated a few things on the checklist, and I'd just like to go through those with you. It's just worth probably reminding ourselves the reason why we developed the checklist. Well, the checklist is really a kind of a distillation of all the 8 videos that we have in the series. And we just need to remember that it's not some kind of magic bullet that we read the checklist and we don't actually have to watch the videos. So it really is a memory jogger for the people that have watched all the videos, and especially the rescue techniques that we're going to talk about in a minute. You really need to watch the videos, practice with your friends, or maybe get a local instructor or some coach to actually take you through these. Okay, let's just go through each section. So the first section, which is your kind of equipment and car park check. So have I got the right gear, etc. It's pretty much the same as it was before. Pre-launch hazard survey. So if we're in a group, it's great to do this together. So down by the water's edge before we launch, we can just go through the various hazards that we might come across. Then we've got the weather section. So this is us kind of taking the accurate weather forecast with us and kind of saying, hey, do our observations actually match the forecast, or have things changed and maybe we actually need to change our plan. There's a little reminder about, especially for paddling on a large lake or on the sea, then we really need to be mindful about the wind direction and really careful if it's an offshore wind. We just need to watch what the strength is so we don't end up getting blown out to shore. The next section's kind of, well, our risk assessment process doesn't stop when we're on the water. We still need to be being observant, checking on our group, making sure we're making the right progress, and asking ourselves the question, hey, have things changed and we actually need to change our plans? Got a section about caring for the environment, so we need to make sure that we keep a safe distance from wildlife. So for seals, especially suckling seals, then that's quite a way. It's about 100 meters. We also need to make sure that we check, clean and dry our board and equipment, then we don't actually transmit invasive species from one venue to another. And it's always great to do a 2-minute litter pick. The last kind of tech section is really about health and emergency preparedness. So making sure that we're aware of any of our friends who are paddling with us. Have they got any pre-existing conditions, and are they actually carrying some medication which they may need? And then the other thing is, yeah, can we actually pinpoint our position? So if we do get into trouble and we need to call 999, that we can actually say this is where we are and actually accurately pass on the information to the emergency services if we've got anybody that's injured. Okay, the main changes to the check sheet are around the rescue technique reminder. With my friend Alistair, who's an ASI instructor, we've actually run several rescue workshops, and we've probably seen approximately about 50 people. So it's really been interesting when we've run through the rescues and we've seen how people manage to do them, which ones they find difficult and which ones they found easy. So on the previous rescue check sheet, we had a self-rescue where you used your paddle and you put the paddle through the board handle. This hasn't been very popular, especially with people that have got expensive paddles. People have been frightened that they may break the paddle, and yeah, that is a possibility. And I guess breaking your paddle and then not being able to efficiently paddle back to the shore is an issue. So the self-rescue using a paddle, we've actually dropped that. The other rescue that we've dropped is the bridge rescue. It looks really good on paper. Alistair and myself tried it a few times, but if it's windy, it's really difficult to control the boards and maintain the kind of H and bridge shape to actually rescue your friend. So these are the kind of 6 main rescues that we found really work really well and are very easy. So the first one is self-rescue. So again, the key element to this is using the handle, reaching, but the kind of real deal is the white water kick. Really helps you get back on the board. If you don't do the white water kick, then there's a tendency for your lower body and feet to go under the board, and then you just flip the board over. And again, I've marked on the kind of best orientation of the board with regards to the wind, so it's much easier for the wind to be blowing the board away from yourself when you're actually doing quite a lot of these rescues. The next one that we've adopted, and it works really well, is the assisted self-rescue. So just by getting next to your friend's board, using your hands or bracing with the paddle just to support the outer edge of the board, really works. And the other rescue that really, it's a bit like Marmite. Some people absolutely love it, and it's a total game changer. Other people find it a little bit difficult and would rather just do a conventional self-rescue. But the stirrup rescue, yeah, the easiest thing's probably to use a 1.2 meter climbing leash and just wrap it around loop it around the board handle, put one foot in, white water kick with the other one. Works really well. The P&T rescue, again, that's one that we had originally. That works really well, especially in windy or wavy conditions, and you've got someone who's very tired. That works really well. The flip rescue, if you've got someone who is very tired or someone who's unconscious, again, that works brilliant. And the tow rescue, the thing that we changed with this one is originally we were using a separate tow rope, and we found by the time you got the tow rope out of your bag, passed it to the other person, etc., the wind could have blown you hundreds of meters. So we found the easiest thing is just to use your leash, pass your leash to the injured person. They just fold it around their arms, they go into a prone position with the paddle underneath them, you stay kneeling, paddle away. It takes less than a minute to set up, and it's very good. Again, the beauty about the check sheet is we can print it out, fold it into, and then either laminate it or put it into a plastic bag. Then we can actually take it with us down to the water. And again, it's an absolutely great memory jogger and reminder and prompt for ourselves, so we can actually make sure that we've evaluated all the risks before we go paddling. Okay, that's pretty much everything from me. I hope you like the slight modifications that we've made to the check sheet, and wishing you some great paddling in the autumn and into the winter. What I'll do is I'll add a link on the video information in YouTube, so you can actually download a PDF of the check sheet. So thanks for listening. SUP Safe and happy paddling.